Hey guys, this is Sunday 1520 back with another scripting tutorial. So this time we are going to learn how to change other bricks properties with a script within change. We're also going to get into functions a little bit, and then one way of activating a function, a touched event. We'll get into that as well. And yeah, so let's get going. First off, we're going to change the other bricks. We're going to change its properties. So last time we have this script here. So Bob's brick color will change to pink is what we ended off on, and you guys can change almost any property now. So now we're gonna change it so that actually we'll leave this for later. So we can change this parts with this script within change. So let's call this other. That'll be called other. So let's say Jimmy. So Jimmy equals script dot parent. So I'm going up because, like I taught you last time, you always want to be going up in your scripts and up the tree, and then you can go up the tree and then back down, which is what I'm about to do. So script's parent is change dot parent is now workspace. Change's parent is workspace. Now we can go back down to dot other. So there we go. Jimmy is this brick. So now that we have that, we can say Jimmy dot let's change the reflectance. We haven't done that one yet. So Jimmy dot reflectance equals 0.7. That's how we're going to do it. So instead of changing the brick that the script is actually in, because right now it's in change, we're going to change other with this script, just to show you guys that a script isn't limited to just what it's within. It can change anything. So I'm just going to move this out here, and instead of taking up all the time of play solo, I'm just going to play this through, see the script run, and then it changed. So watch again, play, reflectance turns to 0.7. You can see that in here too. I selected other, reflectance. Once we play, script starts, reflectance changes 0.7. Alright, so that's that. You guys can change other bricks. I wasn't sure if you knew that, so I thought I'd just address that quickly. Now we're going to get into functions a little bit. So a function, custom functions, what it does is you can make your own function, really. It's something that you make your script do. So right now, I'm going to make a function so that when Jimmy, or when Bob is touched, Jimmy color will change. Alright, so how we're going to do that is we're going to create our function. Our function is going to be called change other. So that's our function name. We write function, signify that we're creating a function, and our function's name is going to be change other. Alright, so then what we do is these two, these two brackets right on the end. So change other, these are, well, technically what what goes inside of them is an argument. So we're going to make our argument below. I'll explain that more later. Probably next tutorial, or maybe one after. But leg is going to be our argument. So here's an if statement. So yeah. One second, guys. I gotta deal with. Alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry. Probably wasn't wait for you because I just stopped recording. Anyways, if humanoid, then okay, I skipped a line here. So we gotta declare what humanoid is. So we want. Okay, so the leg is the argument. So whatever touches the brick that this function is talking about. The leg's parent, which will be the character, so the player, character, whatever, the leg's parent, then we gotta find first child So we're finding what this does is a built-in event function method. I forget what it's called. It's in the game. What it does is it'll find something within the legs parent, and it will call whatever we make the string value. And what we're going to look for is humanoid, to make sure, because unanimated objects, like objects that aren't real people, could accidentally touch this brick and then cause it to go. But we want to make sure that it's only when a player touches it. So by doing this line right here, finding if there's a humanoid, that makes sure that there's a player. And this if statement, so it's just like if humanoid, so if this happens to be true, then, so what it does is if that is that, then we go on to here. But if that is not humanoid, well, it just stops. Nothing will happen unless I have like an else down here where it does something else, or else if, but I'll explain that later. So if humanoid, then we want Bob, or not Bob, we want Jimmy dot brick color, because we're going to change his color, remember? So Jimmy dot brick color equals brick color dot new pink. Just because we did it last time, we might as well do it again. So if the thing, because the script recognizes from its argument leg that the leg parent, whatever touches it will be leg, or whatever touches it. I'm just putting leg there because it'll most likely be a leg since it's on the ground. So the leg's parent, find first child. If it finds the first child humanoid, right there, well then we change the brick color to pink. Then we have to put an end on the if statement to make sure that that's signified that it's over. If this is all we want the if statement to do, if humanoid, then we want it Jimmy's.brickColor equal brickColor.new pink. And we end it. We want that to end. And then the function also needs an end. This function's over, so we end it. Alright, so then how do we make this function go when it's touched? Well, we have to use a connect when it's touched. So script.parent, because we want it so that when we touch change, then other will change color. So when we touch Bob, as the script says, Jimmy will change color. So script.parent will be Bob. We could just use Bob, but I'm going to do it this way for future purposes. Script.parent.touched, another thing like find first child built into the game, and knows what it's talking about. So if this parent is touched, it will, now we connect, need a colon for that one, right here, colon, connect, and then we put change other in brackets right here. So what this does is script's parent, which is Bob, or change as we say in here, it's touched, so then we signified that it was touched, so we connect the change other, which happens to be our function up here. So then once it's touched, our function goes through and it'll find out if what touched it had a humanoid in it. If there was a humanoid, well then Jimmy's new brick color will be pink. If it wasn't a humanoid and another block touched it, well Jimmy's brick color will not change and nothing will happen. And that's that. You guys may not get everything in here. For sure you probably know what this line means. The if statement isn't all that complicated. If this is true, if humanoid dot leg equals leg dot parent, find first child humanoid. So if whatever touched it, parent, has a child in this tree, so like if change was the parent and it had a child called humanoid, well then we'd run through here. And then we just end our function. We need the correct number of ends to prevent it from breaking. And then we have our variables, which we already know up here. So that's that. So this last line, just to redo this, because this is really important, and you guys can do so much with this if you get it. Script's parent, change, touched. So we touch change, it'll connect the function change other. And that's how that script works. And it should work quite well. So just make sure change is this one. So we're going to touch this one, and this one will change to pink. Alright, so since we have to test this, we can't just run it because we have to touch it with a humanoid. Well, we gotta press F6, play solo, or we can start a server and start a player on the server, but it's quicker to start it solo or play solo right now because I don't need a server for this. Okay, so here we are. No pink bricks yet because we haven't touched change yet. So we see this, touch this one, nothing happens because we don't have it connected to this. But watch this brick right here. As I touch this, it becomes pink. And that is what we wanted it to do. When this gets touched, this becomes pink. And that just incorporated everything we know. We used a function to change this to pink, and we did that by using the touched event on this. And we changed the number. So that's good. You guys can do very many things with that. Change different properties when that happens. We can make it so that this brick were to disappear. We can change its transparency to 1, and then you can see it after another brick was touched. Things like that. And yeah. So another way of another thing we can add on here, just to make it so that it changes back to its normal color, and then we can redo it. That's the good thing about this. If we have it at pink still, well, even if we touch that brick again, if we touch change again, it changes it to pink, but it's already pink, so you won't see anything happen. And that's kind of boring. So what we can do here is use wait. What wait does is waits, pretty much. It's pretty simple. So whatever is in these brackets right here, that's how many seconds it will wait. If you have nothing in there, it runs a 30th of a second, I believe, which is the lowest possible wait time that you can get. But right now we're gonna wait 5 seconds. So it'll do this. It will wait 5 seconds, and then it'll do whatever's below it, which happens to be nothing right now. So it'll just end, and nothing else will happen. But if we put Jimmy.brickColor equals brickColor.new, and we change it back to medium stone gray, well then, Jimmy's brick color will be medium stone gray after 5 seconds. So we can touch change, which is Bob. We'll just call it Bob for now. We can touch Bob, and then Jimmy's brick color will turn to pink. It will wait 5 seconds, and then Jimmy's brick color will go back to medium stone gray, right there. And I do not know if these capitals are necessary here, but you always want to have the capitals correct, so I'm just going to change that, and then it will end the script. So that's that. Let's try that one out with our new wait event. It's quite useful. You guys will find many uses for wait. When I teach you loops, which will be next video or the video after, well then, yeah, you'll know all about waits, because the loops require them. Alright, anyways, testing this. So, we got this brick, medium stone gray. We touch Bob, it turns to pink. We will wait 5 seconds, and it's medium stone gray again. We can touch it, it turns to pink. 5 seconds later, it will be medium stone gray, because it follows through with the script. This way, since it defaults itself, we can do this multiple times. Anyways, that's that for this video. So now you know how to do on-touched, so you make things happen if someone touches them. If you want it so that a brick drops on it and then it changes, just take out this whole humanoid line, because you don't need it to be a humanoid. You can just have it so that the script.parent is touched. So what you would do is just pretty much take that out. Don't make it if humanoid, because there won't be a humanoid variable. If you guys didn't realize, humanoid is a variable. But yeah, that's that. Watch the next video, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Yeah, that's good. See you guys.